Hello, my dear students. Have you ever wondered how plants know when to grow, bend toward light, drop their leaves, or ripen fruits without having a brain or nerves like animals? It's all because of plant hormones. These tiny chemical messengers help plants respond to their surroundings and control their growth and development. Just like the endocrine system in our body, plants use hormones to stay in balance and survive. In this chapter, we will learn about important plant hormones like auxins, gibberellins, cytokinins, ethylene, and abscisic acid, and how they quietly manage everything from root growth to fruit ripening. Let's explore the secret of life of plants and their smart chemical system. Now we should know about the hormones, that is plant hormone in this chapter. Origin of the term hormone. It was coined by William Bayliss and Ernest Sterling in 1902. The plant version is called as plant hormone or phytohormone from Greek phyton word means plant. What are plant hormones? Plant movements versus animal movements. Animal movement involves body part movements like walking, but plant movements are subtle bending, twisting, and elongation due to internal or external stimuli. Stimuli and responses. Stimuli, that is external or internal changes in environment. Responses, movements or actions caused by stimuli. Example, bending of shoot towards light. Role of hormones in plants. Plants coordinate via chemical control, not nervous system. Hormones, chemical messengers that regulate growth and responses, which is similar in function to animal hormones. It is produced in one part, transported to another. Functions of plant hormones: it stimulate or inhibit growth, cause asymmetric growth, one side grows faster than the other, resulting in bending of the plant part. It helps in the elongation and division in the meristematic region, that is in the shoot or in the root tips region. What is the meristem or meristematic tissue? Areas of active cell division. It is located at the tips of roots and shoots. It responds to hormones by elongating cells for growth. Stimuli plants respond to. The stimuli are light, there is direction of light or intensity of light or duration of light. The second one is the water, gravity, temperature, chemicals, and touch. Different parts of a plant may respond differently to the same stimulus, like shoots grow towards light, that is positive phototropism, but roots grow away from the light, that is negative phototropism. Auxin hormone. The term auxin was coined by F. W. Wendt in 1928 and derived from the Greek word auxein, meaning to grow. It was the first growth hormone discovered in plants. Nature and distributions. Auxins are powerful growth stimulants effective at low concentrations. It was found in both lower plants like algae, fungi, and higher plants, especially in growing regions like shoot tip, root apex, lateral meristems, etc. Indole 3-acetic acid or indole acetic acid is the main natural occurring auxin. Functions of auxins: it promote elongation of stem, roots, and fruits by loosening the cell wall via turgor pressure. It delay senescence, that is aging or leaf fall. It promote apical dominance, that is the growth of apical buds, suppresses lateral bud growth. It induce rooting in cuttings like rose, bougainvillea, etc. It stimulate parthenocarpy like fruit formation without fertilization. Example, tomatoes, bananas, apples, etc. Now we'll study about gibberellin, another class of plant hormone which was discovered from a fungus, Gibberella fujikuroi. Over 100 types of gibberellin were identified like GA1, GA2, GA3, etc. GA3 or gibberellic acid is the most well studied. It was found in the meristematic regions like stem tips, root apex, seeds, buds, etc. Functions of gibberellins: it promote internode elongation by cell elongation, break seed dormancy and induce germination, promote fruit growth and induce parthenocarpy, delay senescence. It is widely used in horticulture and food industry. It promote elongation in dwarf plant. It increase grape size, apple shape, etc. GA3 is used in malting, that is beer industry, to speed up the process of germination. Cytokinin, discovered in 1950s by Skoog and Miller. It affects cell division, especially in combination with auxins and gibberellins. It was produced in root tips and transported via xylem. It was found in germinating seeds, embryos and developing tissues. Functions of cytokinins: it stimulates cell division, which is even in non-meristematic tissues. It promotes cotyledon expansion in seeds. It breaks seed dormancy and promotes germination. It delays leaf senescence by preserving chlorophyll. It can promote lateral bud growth, which is antagonistic to apical dominance. Now I will study ethylene. It is the unique among plant hormone as it is a gaseous at room temperature. It is gas at room temperature. It is both produce and acts at the same time, unlike other plant hormones. It was discovered during the ripening of fruits, especially in case of bananas or orange. When stored together, it was identified by R. Gain. The sources: it was produced in higher plants and fungi. Highest production occurs in meristematic tissues. Functions of ethylene: it reduces stem elongation and accelerates senescence. It induces fruit ripening. It initiates seed germination, that is in peanuts. Stimulates sprouting of potato tubers. It enhances root growth and formation of root hairs. It induces flowering in mango. Ethylene is basically the most widely used hormone in agriculture. That example, artificial ripening of fruits. Abscisic acid. Nature. Abscisic acid is a growth inhibiting or plant retarding hormone. It was found in a wide range of plants including angiosperms, gymnosperms, pteridophytes and bryophytes or mosses. It is mainly localized in the chloroplast of leaves but found in highest concentration in fruits and seeds. Function of ABA or abscisic acid: general growth inhibition. It slows down plant metabolism, acting as a natural growth suppressor. It induces seed dormancy. It inhibits seed germination and promotes dormancy, allowing seeds to survive under unfavorable conditions like drought or extreme cold. Accelerates senescence or abscission. It promotes aging, senescence and shedding, abscission of leaves, flowers and fruits. It stimulates stomatal closure, closes stomata during water stress, helping the plant conserve water. Increases stress tolerance. It enhances the plant's ability to tolerate various environmental stresses such as drought, salinity and extreme temperatures. Hence, ABA is also known as the stress hormone. Now these are the plant hormones, their site of synthesis and functions. You can study, you can go through this table. Tropic movements. Now we'll study the tropic movements in plants. What are the tropic movements? Tropic movements are growth movements of plants parts in particular direction to external stimuli. They help roots and shoots grow in appropriate directions after seed germination. Roots must grow downward into the soil to absorb water and minerals. Shoots must grow upward towards the light for photosynthesis. Tropism refers to a directional growth response to a stimulus. The word tropic is derived from the Greek tropos, meaning turn. That is the movement of plant parts toward light. So it is called as phototropism. It is the growth in response to touch stimulus, that is thigmotropism. It is the growth in response to gravity, the growth of root towards the gravity and the shoot which against the gravity, that is called as gravitropism or geotropism. And it is the movement of root towards the water, so it is called as hydrotropism. Now I will discuss in detail phototropism. It is the movement towards light. Plant grown in uniform light grows straight up. If light is brighter on one side or unilateral, shoots bend toward the light. This is called positive phototropism. Roots in contrast bend away from the light, called negative phototropism. Importance: it ensures the shoots that receive maximum light, which is utilized for photosynthesis. Role of auxins: auxins accumulate on the shaded side of the shoot. They cause faster cell elongation on that side. This leads the shoot to bend towards light. Geotropism or gravitropism. Geotropism means growth in response to gravity. Positive geotropism, that is growth towards gravity, it is found in roots. And negative tropism, growth towards gravity, growth against the gravity, that is found in case of shoots. Experiment: show seeds in moist soil in a glass beaker. As the seeds sprout, observe the growth direction of roots and shoots. Roots follow the positive geotropism and shoot shows negative geotropism. Here is an example. There is a bean seed, broad bean seed germinates underground. There is a two-part emerges from the bean seed. One is shoot part and the root part. Shoot part bends up, follow the negative geotropism, and root part bends down, which follow positive geotropism. So roots grow downward. This is positive geotropism, growth towards gravity. Shoots grow upward. This is negative geotropism and growth away from gravity. Clinostat experiment. Clinostat is a device which is used to study the effect of gravity on plant growth by rotating potted plants horizontally. Purpose: it removes the influence of gravity by constantly rotating the plant. Setup: one plant is stationary, which shows normal geotropic response, shoot bends upward and root downward. The other is rotating, no geotropic response is observed, plants grow straight. So this is the demonstration of geotropism. This is the image where clinostat stationary A and clinostat rotating. Note that no geotropic response is seen in the rotating clinostat setup. So what is the conclusion? The clinostat experiment proves that geotropic responses occur due to unequal exposure to gravity, as continuous rotation equally exposes all plant parts to gravitational force, preventing bending. Hydrotropism. What is hydrotropism? Movement of plant parts in response to water or moisture is called as hydrotropism. Roots grow towards moisture, that is positive hydrotropism. Shoots in rare cases may grow away from moisture, that is negative hydrotropism. Function: it helps root reach water in the soil for better absorption and survival. This is the example diagram. This is the image of hydrotropism, and this is the image of thigmotropism, which is the growth of plant parts in response to touch stimulus. Examples seen in climbing plants like sweet peas, cuscuta and vines. Tendrils coil around nearby objects to support climbing. Chemotropism. It is the growth in response to chemical. It is found in pollen tube growth in flowering plants or angiosperms and gymnosperms. The pollen tube grows towards chemical signals released by the ovule, snake and cells. This is the diagram of chemotropism. It is found in pollen tube, and another example is found in fungi. The second example, the fungi hyphae seeks nutrient via chemical cues. The third example is the example of Drosera, that is sundew plants where tentacles grow towards prey using digestive chemicals. Now we'll study heliotropism, that is found in case of sunflower. It is the movement of plant parts in response to sunlight direction. Sunflowers follow the sun from east to west during the day. Mechanism: auxin, that is the growth hormone, move to the shaded side of the stem. So cells on the shaded sides elongate more due to deposition of auxin, causing the flower to bend toward the sun. This adaptation helps maximize light absorption for photosynthesis. So there is the nature of plant movements. Movements in plants are slow. Responses occur due to stimuli like light, gravity, water, touch, chemical and seasonal changes. These responses are regulated by plant hormones, also called phytohormones. And plant hormones, like that is the phytohormones, they are natural chemicals produced by plants to control growth and responses, such as auxin, which promotes cell elongation and encourage stem bending toward light, that is phototropism. Gibberellins, it promotes elongation of internodes and common in horticulture for growing tall dwarf plants. Cytokinins, it aids in cell division and growth regulation. Ethylene, it is a gaseous hormone, promotes fruit ripening and leaf or flower tall, that is abscission. Abscisic acid is the growth inhibitor. It induces seed dormancy and stomatal closure during stress, known as the stress hormone. So the tropic hormone, that is a growth movement in response to directional stimulus. It can be positive towards stimulus or negative away from the stimulus. So thank you for joining on this journey through the amazing world of plant movements and plant hormones. We learned how plants, through rooted in place, smartly sense their environment and respond using powerful chemical messengers called hormones. From bending towards sunlight to growing roots towards water, each response shows nature's silent wisdom at work. Keep exploring biology and does not forget to like, share and subscribe for more biology content. Thank you. Bye.